This is Carl Eller, and you're watching the One Bar and Lepagas show.
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lepagas show. I'm One Bar with Lepagas on this beautiful Saturday morning. We're getting some Vikings news right off the bat. They are requesting to interview Bucs defensive coordinator Todd freaking Bowles.
Yep, Adam Schefter reporting that before we hop into Todd Bowles. We'll look him over high and low, in and out. Be sure to subscribe to our Patreon if you have not done that yet. Link is in the description. $2 a month. What do you get? You get a mystery video every single week. You get entered for One Bar and Lepagas swag at the end of the month. And also, if you want, your shot to go on the One Bar quiz show for more swag.
And once a year, we're going to pick some home and not even tell you. And we're going to show up and make you and your family breakfast.
Wow.
Their shirts off.
Jesus.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that. I hope it's Ellis Gregor. But let's do this. Todd Bowles, the Vikings have been rumored around a lot of coaches' names requesting interviews. Todd Bowles is just one in my mind. It was just a matter of time. I mean, he's going to get interviews this year, so I'm not surprised by it.
Well, I think it's a little bit surprising. Everybody figures the Minnesota Vikings should go after an offensive-minded coach after having Zimmer in here for the last, 8 seasons or whatever it was. But you got to look at the Vikings defense. Was horrible this year. Someone's got to come and turn that thing around as well. So we can't just have a narrow-minded focus here. We got to be open to all options. So I do like the fact that they're looking at a defensive-minded coach because Todd Bowles, yeah, he didn't have a lot of success with the Jets, but he's really brought this Bucs defense back to life and made it something special.
Yeah, even when he was with the Cardinals, he was one of the best defense coordinators. That's why he got that Jets job. I agree with you 100%. We're all focused so much on the Vikings going offense, but our defense was such dog shit, and our defense is going to look completely different next year. So that is going to be a very, very tough task. So the fact that they're looking at defensive guys, we just gotta realize that might happen. Todd Bowles, though, he's 58. I'm always in my mind that he's just way younger, but he
looks younger.
He's been around the block. Had a shitty run with the Jets, but I don't put anything into that. Nobody coaches well for the Jets.
No, he started off, he had 10 wins the first season, then things just kind of went downhill from there. He did get an extension after his miserable second year, but only won 4 games in year 3. Then he was shown the door. But you look at what he did with this Bucs defense. Their playoff run last year, they shut down the Saints, the Packers, and then the Chiefs. I mean, how impressive is that? Look at some of their defensive rankings. I think they're 3rd against the run right now. They finished 2021 that way. See, against the pass.
Very good.
Yeah, this is just a defense that's ranking in the top half of the league in every single category. Look at some of the young guys they got on there playing. Oh, their minds, Antoine Winfield Jr., the other safety, I can't think of his name right now. Some of their guys up front, Pierre Paul, he's getting a rebound out of that guy, Vita Vea up there. So Todd Bowles, the Bucs aren't just Tom Brady in this offense. This defense is also very good, and that's why they're competing for a Super Bowl once again. Todd Bowles has a lot to do with that.
Todd Bowles, and they've had a lot of injuries, especially in that secondary. Was it last year where they had to fill some holes, bring in some new guys, so everyone can say, well, their defense is completely stacked. Well, when you look at the injuries, they had to do a lot of shuffling, put a lot of new guys in there. But my concern with Todd Bowles is the same thing we said, I think it was about Dan Quinn, and maybe this is true about Mike Zimmer. Maybe he's just meant to be a defensive coordinator, and he's fantastic at that. So to take him out of that element is a little scary.
And why would he leave the Bucs to go to be a D coordinator somewhere else? I don't think he would. He'd only leave if it's going to be a head coach, because he's actually been talked about being Aaron's replacement in Tampa. So I think he would only leave. I mean, because he'd love to see this guy pair with like a young offensive-minded coach, like a Kellen Moore or someone like that, Brian Daboll. But I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be head coach or bust for Todd Bowles. So personally, if I'm ranking Todd Bowles, even though we kind of gave him some warm fuzzies here, not very high on my list, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying he's going to leave to be a defensive coordinator. Just saying maybe he was meant to be a defensive coordinator.
No, I agree. And I was just going off on that, saying that, he ain't going to leave to be a defensive coordinator. And
no, he's in a very good spot, especially if Byron Leftwich were to leave. Bowles very well could be the heir apparent to Bruce Arians. So he's in a very good spot. But I agree with the Vikings interviewing him, but you're right on me. For me, he's maybe 14. I'm just really hard
14.
up. I'm just really hard up on them bringing in a young. I want them to go their young route.
I do too. But again, I like the fact that they're checking on everybody. They already looked at Peterson, looked at a couple of guys with coaching experience. So they're doing their due diligence here. We'll see. Obviously, they're just kind of getting a feeler out right now. Who knows when he's even going to come in? Bucs got a game coming up. I believe they play tomorrow. So who knows if they win that or not. Bulls interview may be down the road quite a bit.
Got a hankering for a brewski already. This Todd Bowles talk's making my mouth dry.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we'll wrap this thing up with this interesting little nugget. In 2020, a Frenchman was awarded 40,000 euros by a court because they determined his job was so boring that it damaged his mental health.